What's up, y'all? It was the subject that we had got on about why Americans need AR-15s anyway. It was one of my relatives, one of my family members. He asked that question: why do Americans need AR-15s anyway? I said, man, you sound like Joe Biden, man. You sound like them. I mean, you know, I agree with Americans having firearms and stuff. That's why we still American. That's why we don't have invasions like that. It was for the sole purpose of our forefathers writing. That was the. If you read the Constitution, if you actually read the Constitution of the United States, you start going down through the articles and the bills that were written, you will understand why that protection was put in place. If that protection is not there, that rest of that Constitution don't mean nothing. That means everybody going back to slavery. That's in the 13th Amendment. The 4th Amendment keeps law enforcement out of your houses for no reason. If that Second Amendment is not there to protect the rest of that, then guess what? They coming in your house because they know they can't, because you ain't armed. They know they can't. They don't have to approach with extreme caution because they know you don't have nothing in there to combat that. And I'm not saying let's go against our law enforcement. That's totally out of the question. I don't want it to ever come to that, because that's too bad. You know, that's not what America's about. We supposed to have law enforcement so that some of this stuff can be suppressed. And I believe that 95% of our law enforcement are with the people. I want to say that. You know, I know you got some bad apples out of the bunch. They do things that are unlawful. They go above themselves as far as being law enforcement. Y'all can agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? Every law enforcement agent isn't bad. You know, some people are just there. They just doing their job. You know, and some of them are there and they don't understand their job. You know, some of them put that badge on because they want to, you know. But I diverted. Let's speak on why the public need guns. Man, we need guns because we need to be able to protect ourselves. And if you got an AR-15, which isn't used in every situation, that's not true. Don't ever believe the American government trying to be political about, they're weapons of war. Man, those things ain't military grade. They just look like that because it got a shroud on it and it make it look like a M16. They do not perform the same as an M16. A regular AR-15 that you buy from a gun store can't take a beating like an M16 or an M4 and all that stuff like that. They don't take that same beating. It'll blow that gas bolt up out of there so fast when it get hot. Come on, man. It don't work like that. It's a semi-automatic rifle. That means that every time you pull the trigger, you spin around. Some people just spin it fast and it make it seem like it's going brrr. It ain't doing that. Because to be honest with you, it doesn't matter. Then they saying force reset triggers is illegal. That's a machine gun. Come on, man. That's not a machine gun. A machine gun, you only have to pull the trigger once and it'll spit the whole clip, or my bad, magazine. It'll empty the entire magazine with one pull. So don't ever believe that, man. That they just trying to scare people into not wanting guns. Most of the cities, these blue lit cities, are the ones that are having all the problems, because the law abiding there, half of y'all not armed at all. Half of y'all don't know that y'all could be armed. One girl asked me, well, how you carrying a gun around? What, you a police now? I was like, what kind of question is that? See, that means that a lot of us are ignorant to our constitutional rights. We don't really know our rights. We're not taught our rights, man. Y'all gotta look into that stuff, man. It's a little bit of time out of your day to read the Constitution. Read all your Bill of Rights. Read them all. You'll see how sweet this country is because of that. You got some politicians that don't want to go with that. You know, They'd rather see us unarmed. I don't want to be in a country where we're not free to defend ourselves. We might as well be in them other countries and be under communist and socialist. We ain't trying to be no socialist country. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to be no communist country. We trying to be a free country. That's why everybody that's foreign try to leave their country and come here, because they know we free. They know they can defend themselves here if they have to. They might got to go through a little more with background check and all that stuff like that. You know, but when you're an American citizen and you born in this country, you are the militia. You are the, it says, a well-regulated militia, being necessary to a free state, to the security of a free state. That means the security. That means the free state, you are the security. The right of the people, us, to keep and bear arms should not be infringed. That means that you can't touch that. That means that under any circumstances, should any government try to take that away from anybody in the land, everybody should be able to defend themselves. And I'm not saying, you know, give a gun to somebody that's mentally incapable of carrying a firearm. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the ones that are responsible enough to train and get the safety of a firearm. Some of us, you know what I'm saying, aren't trained. We might need training. You know, train yourself to have a firearm. You know what I mean? Don't just go out here and just jump out here. Oh, I got a gun now. It's on. No, man, it's not about that, man. It's about the protection of yourself and your family and people around you. You know, and big ups to my man Elisha Dickens, man. That was a brave move, man. That was a brave move, man. You know, most people wouldn't have did that. You know, they was all tacked up in Uvalde. They was all tactical up. They couldn't even stop that youngin'. They was scared. Come on, man. When you take that role of being law enforcement or in the military, y'all gonna have to go up against that. That's just it is what it is. You just gonna have to go kamikaze, champ. Don't get scared now. You know, you took on that job to self-protect and protect others. That's your main job. You were supposed to protect. Y'all supposed to be on it. Hell, should nobody even been walking around that school with AR-15, because there already should have been law enforcement out there. I was going to school back in the 90s and we had law enforcement parked in the parking lot. Parked in the parking lot, Slim. You ain't doing none of that up there. You wasn't doing none of that. It was school shooting. Okay. You try the law enforcement up our way if you want to. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They had 2 cars out there, parked out there sometimes. No police wasn't having that. They knew we was rowdy up in there, fighting and stuff. And anything could potentially happen. Yeah, one of the youngest pull out. Y'all making that decision. Come on, Slim. Come on, Slim. I'm telling you. This is what it's all about. So don't ever say that, oh no, you making all of the areas that y'all telling us not to have guns soft spots for people to come up in there and do what they want to do, because they know y'all ain't got a gun to defend yourself. It's all about defense. And another up for NC, you know, North Carolina, they allowing their schools to keep an AR-15 in. Kudos. That's right. I ain't mad at them. Shh. You're supposed to have it up in there. You're supposed to have it up in there. If somebody come in there and try to hurt your child, you want somebody there to stop that. You know what I mean? I don't really know too much about North Carolina. I mean, I be going back and forth out there, but I ain't never heard about no school getting shot up in North Carolina. You know, I mean, they probably do it after school. Youngins out there be wild. You know, y'all gotta watch yourself out there, man. Keep a gun, keep yourself safe, your family safe. Just like my man Jared from Guns and Gadgets. I love watching him. He keeps us informed. Everybody watch my man from Langley Outdoors, Braden from Langley, Braden Langley. Yeah, watch him, man. He come every day. I'll be watching. I'll be in there, the 9 o'clock segment. I'll be listening to Jared from Guns and Gadgets. He bring it hour on top of the hour. You know, he always spinning us with some new stuff. You got to keep your ears to the street. Coleon Noir. Watch all of these people because they're very informative. I'm gonna tell you, Coleon being at the top for me, you know, because he's a black NRA member, and he's a lawyer, and he's a two-way advocate. I love him like a little brother, man. He's a little bit younger than me, but he's smart, man. He's smart as a tack. I love Coleon Noir. I love them guys, man. I love what they doing, man. They giving you factuals on why it's necessary for you to have a firearm. It's not just for sport and nothing like that. Don't let them politics tell you, oh, you don't need a AR-15 to hunt for a deer. Come on, man. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And the AR-15 ain't nothing but a 5.56. Yeah, coming out that case, and yeah, it is powerful, but come on, man. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't try to take the guns away from the people. This is what make this country great. You know, we free. I should be able to go buy a silencer for it, because my neighbor might not want to hear all that cow every day. I want to shoot. I want to plink. But, you know, and it's protection for your ears. You know, you put a muffler on it. We shouldn't have to go through the ATF to do all that. If I can buy a gun, what difference does it make if the gun is suppressed or loud? Somebody, listen, most people don't care about if the gun is silent or not. They'll blast you with it loud or silent. They don't care. Killing is killing. Somebody come at you with a butcher knife or a bowie knife or whatever kind of knife. Killing is killing. Force is force. Deadly force is deadly force. You know. And I ain't just trying to rant and rave and all that stuff, but I'm trying to get a lot of this stuff out. I want everybody to understand that I understand. You know, I understand. I carry. That's right. I carry. You're supposed to carry. I listen to Curry, train them, all of them. All of them. Everybody. You know, it's your God-given right to defend yourself. Ain't nobody out here gonna tell me I can't defend myself and my family if something jump off and I ain't got nothing there to stop. I'm just sitting there, sitting duck, looking at my family like, all right, y'all can kiss y'all ass goodbye because we dead. Come on, man. I don't want that. I want the equalizer. I want to be able to stop that. 10 people running up in your house, they armed, but I got a 9. That's the only thing I got? Nah. An AR-12. I got an AR-15. What's up? You gonna have to. You want this life? You gonna have to risk yours too. That's what it's all about. You're not just gonna take me or mine.